Hi, this is Freddie Ramos with RamosCustoms.com or Ramos Custom Sheaths and Knives. I'm just showing a video of some of my sheaths that I've created. The sheaths that I created are these right here for mainly more popular knives, like the Becker BK1. The Becker BK2, the Bravo one, the Fallkniven. I also make them for the buck knives as well as Busse knives and swamp rat. The first one right here. All of my sheaths, by the way, are 100% handmade, hand stitched or hand sewn. I use 8 to 10 ounce tooling leather. This one right here is actually for the Ratmandu, and it has a belt loop, so you can put up to maybe a 4-inch belt if you wanted to, like a utility type belt. This one also has a utility pouch up front. Now what I do a little bit different than most people do is, even though this is cowhide, the flap of this is actually horsehide. And the reason why I do that is that it's more flexible and it's a little bit thinner but just as strong, so it just adds a little bit of flexibility, and it just closes better, and it just looks a little bit better with the sheath. This one is basically the same style sheath. The only difference is that this one is a dangler and different color. I did the stitching a little differently because I like to switch up a bit. These lines right here, this is not an imperfection. That's actually how the dye took with the grain of the cowhide itself. And these two right here are for the buck 110s or buck 111s, depending on what you have. These right here are a little bit different because these are actually lined. They have a pigskin lining, also hand stitched, hand sewn. And if you notice that little symbol right there, all of my sheaths are going to have this symbol. Some people call it a happy face or some kind of a sun. It actually is a sun. It is the Taino Indian sun, and it is one of the symbols of the Taino Indians. Petroglyphs, I think that's what it's called. This is another sheath. These have also been hand tooled. This one right here is also cowhide, 8 to 10 ounce leather. This one is for the Fallkniven F1 as well as the Bravo one. What's unique about this one is that it has the horizontal belt loops. You can also wear it as a necker with the paracord attachment. Okay. This sheath is for the Becker BK2. This one can also be made for the Fallkniven F1 as well as the A1. I also make it for the Ratmandu and the Bravo one. And this one right here is made again with the horizontal straps. It has a utility pouch. These can be made also with a ferro loop or fire starter loop. This one also comes with the with a strap that goes right here in the back, and that's just to wear on your pants vertically. And this one is actually horsehide. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this is horsehide. And the main difference between horsehide and cowhide is that horsehide, it's not as thick as cowhide, but it's more dense, so it's just as strong, if not stronger. And this is just a simpler sheath for my Bravo 1. And again, this is horsehide, and you know it's horsehide because of that pattern. Again, that's a natural pattern that that you get with the horsehide. Not on all pieces. Some pieces have it, some don't. This sheath is unique because it does have a belt loop, but the belt loop can open up, so you can put it around your belt without having to open up your belt. Also, you can put it on the backpack if your backpack has any kind of loop, or even a molly pack. This sheath can also be made with a utility pouch, as well as a ferro rod loop. For this particular one, I chose not to do it. This sheath right here is a cowhide sheath that I put some skulls. Some people like skulls. I know I like skulls. So again, this is basically the same type of sheath as these two other ones over here. The difference is that, again, I didn't put any utility pouch. I can also put horizontal straps. I chose not to. This one also is a belt loop that can be snapped open. Since this one is for a bigger knife, I decided to put two just to make it extra strong. And it's a dangler. So it's both a dangler and can be worn as a belt horizontally. And if I put straps in, it could be also worn vertically. This is a Fallkniven F1 with a slightly skinnier. The difference between the other ones and this one is that this one has a fixed horizontal loop that cannot be removed. I don't know if I mentioned on the other ones, they can be removed. Just a simple hex screw on them. You can't see it on this one, but it also has it. Let's try to see if I can open this with one hand. And I can't, just take my word for it. On my website I have pictures, and you can look at them in there. Again, this one I have some tooling done on it. Nothing major. And again, paracord loops. This one's a little bit different. This is an iPhone case. This is for an iPhone 4 in particular. This was a request that I got from one of my customers, and I decided to make more of them. And that's also horsehide, as well as this one. This one is a horsehide. I did this one in the style of a cavalry type, military type gun holster. This is not a style that I created or invented. This is, I think also the Buck 119 comes, the old style sheath used to come like this. And what I did was I put a my Ratmandu, and this has a simple snap. I really like this style because this is just a simple classic style, and it is comfortable. Belt loop, again, it's about 4 inches, so it'll fit a thinner belt as well as a thicker belt. If you're the type of person that prefers something smaller, you could just let me know, and we can do that for you. The last thing I want to show you is a modification I made for the Becker BK2 sheath. This is the actual sheath that I particularly use because I liked the plastic sheath that came with it. A lot of people don't. You know, it's a preference thing. I liked it. So what I basically did was I added a utility pouch, which is horsehide. I changed the back of it. If you know this sheath, it has a nylon belt loop, which is kind of floppy. And what's good about this one is that even if it's not strapped, it's not as floppy. I made some holes in the back so I can wrap paracord if I choose, and it's pretty functional, pretty good. On some of the sheaths you'll notice the anodized aluminum washers. I bought a few of those and I decided not to use them anymore for a couple of reasons. One, they scratch easy, and for me that's something that's very annoying. I hate to see a scratched sheath or scratched metal. So what I'm using is a black one that's pretty well in there, and it just doesn't scratch, and or it doesn't scratch as easy. And if you check out my website, you'll notice that I have more sheaths than this, and more of a selection as far as knives go. But if there's something in particular that you're looking for that you don't see, give me a call, because I can definitely create something for you. I've created sheaths for knives that I don't own, and anything is possible. If you have anything specific that you want that you don't see, give me a call. And again, my website is ramoscustoms.com. That is RAMOSCUSTOMS.com. And give me a holler, let me know. Thank you.